Big mistake a lot of people make, not only do they get poor quality fat sources or poor quality meats, right, grain fed, things like that, but also they'll oftentimes do more of a higher protein diet rather than a high fat diet. The brain runs really well on beta hydroxybutyrate. And in the brain, so not only does it provide fuel, but also it helps increase levels of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic growth factor, which has a positive effect on neurogenesis. I'll tell people to do anywhere from like once a week where they have a higher carb meal to sometimes like every day or every other day. And usually I tell them in the evening hours, right? Because it has a positive effect on lowering stress hormone, producing serotonin and melatonin, things like that. So a ketogenic diet, if listeners aren't really familiar with that, is really a high good fat, low carbohydrate diet, right? And the benefit of that is it helps to improve insulin sensitivity. So in a sense, you get your blood sugar down, right? And insulin, we know, is a pro-inflammatory hormone. High blood sugar can be extremely damaging to all the cells of our body. However, high insulin also promotes inflammation. So by getting insulin levels down, that's a critical factor with ketogenic diet. And then ketones are actually a preferred fuel source for your brain. So your brain really runs well off ketones. So it's an alternative fuel source to sugar and actually allows you to go long periods of time between meals, helps create, in a sense, a level of metabolic efficiency where the mitochondria within the cells upregulate. So it's called mitochondrial biogenesis. Your body's able to produce more ATP energy through the electron transport system, and in a sense you just become a lot more efficient. And so that's a phenomenal physiological state to be in. So it's something, it's in a sense, it's a goal that I have for all my clients, is to be able to experience that. Cellular autophagy, where you're starting to break down old, dead, decaying cells and starting to, in a sense, your body just starts to build new, healthy, stronger cells.
Hello, my name's Sandra Miller, and I'm a certified health coach and nutritional therapist. And in 30 years, I don't think that I have ever been as excited to share a topic as I am today. Today's live webinar is all about the low-carb, high-fat tsunami that is sweeping the country, and for some very good reasons. People are reporting improvements in appetite control, sleep, mood, memory from numerous symptoms that they could never seem to shake. People are noticing fat loss with muscle gain, and so much more. The ketogenic primal paleo movement is so evident on social media today, and it's made celebrities out of people just like you who've had enough and are fed up with not feeling their best, despite eating low-fat or going gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, taking supplements, and many other manipulations to their diet and exercise strategy. They took that leap of faith that science was correct and began eating a strategy that's heavily steeped in criticism and controversy, and ended up finding a winning strategy for optimal health and abundant energy. Whether your goal is just to find a solution for eliminating hunger and cravings, or blood sugar responses, improving your fitness performance and results, or tackling a health challenge, we all want to just find something that works. Tonight, we will share the most up-to-date science on what we feel is that strategy. Have you ever tried to diet and work out? You get really hungry, right? What would it be like to sail through a workout at the gym without having to stop for a snack before you make it home? That snack was not often part of the plan, but hunger got in the way, and the calories you just burned off are back with you in a matter of minutes. Many people here tonight won't even be able to relate to going to the gym. Go to the gym? Are you crazy? I just worked all day. Does this sound familiar? There are also too many people like myself who had terribly challenging health issues that made my daily existence just miserable. But unfortunately, exercise was my job. I was a personal trainer and an exercise instructor. I couldn't use those excuses, but it was a struggle on many days. Now I run circles around most people half my age. That was until I found that eating strategy out of necessity that turned out to be a panacea for everything I was suffering from. And today I want to share the new low-carb, high-fat eating strategy, all the latest science behind it, and why so many people are choosing to live a low-carb, high-fat lifestyle. You're going to learn today why this strategy is exploding and people are getting results that fly in the face of conventional wisdom, and if it's good enough for NBA teams and other professional athletes, prominent doctors and researchers who actually not only live by this strategy, but they're thriving and sharing their successes. We're going to be busting some myths tonight about high-fat diets and their effect on health markers like cholesterol, and also cover what dietary ketosis really is and how to get into the native zone. We'll even show you the latest science on how to do it in just under an hour. The most accurate way to test for ketones and why your dipstick could be lying, what foods may be ruining your attempt to keto adapt, and much more. And then afterwards, we'll have a short Q&A so that you can ask some questions yourself. So hang tight, let me bring on the boys and let's get this party started.